Installing the Stayfence containment system. The Stayfence system is one of the most reliable, well-made and easiest to install systems on the market. It's compatible with robot lawnmowers and designed by people with over 30 years experience in the containment business. First, let's familiarize ourselves with the contents of your new Stayfence system. The transmitter, the boundary wire, 200 meters is enough to enclose half an acre, and additional wire can be bought separately at your point of purchase. The boundary flags, wire connectors, the receiver collar with both long and short contact probes, the battery and test light, and the instruction manual. Now let's plan the layout of where you want to keep your pet or pets. An additional receiver is required for each pet. First, you must choose where to place your transmitter. An electrical supply and a dry indoor location are required. The boundary wire will start and finish at the transmitter. However, this does not limit the design of your layout, as the signal can be cancelled by twisting the return wire around the outgoing wire. After deciding where to start, you can begin to roll out the wire. We suggest checking the system before permanent installation. Remember, the wire can be buried no more than 4 centimeters or raised up to 1 meter above the ground on an existing fence. Checking the system. Once you have both ends of the wire connected, it's time to plug in your system and set the transmitter settings. Unlike other systems, our on-screen display lets you see how your system is functioning and allows you to easily adjust the warning and correction zones. Simply turn on the transmitter using the power button and then use the P button to move between warning zone and correction zone. Remember, this is to adjust the distance from the wire at which the receiver activates. The power of the correction is changed on each receiver. Pressing the P button until the symbol is directly over the letter M. Adjust the setting up or down until it reads 2.0. Then, press the P button again to move the symbol away from the letter M. Adjust the distance to 1.5, or you may choose a different distance if you desire. Your transmitter is now ready. Next, install the battery into the receiver collar. You can now set the power of the correction. More information on this procedure is available in the manual. Connect the test light to the contact probes, and holding it by the strap at roughly the height of your pet's head, slowly move close to the wire. When the receiver starts to beep, or when you see the test light glow, place a boundary flag. Move back from the wire and repeat this process every 3 to 4 meters until all flags are used. The flags are only necessary for the first 10 days, but are essential in helping the dog learn and understand the boundary. Introducing the dog. We recommend that you keep your dog indoors while placing the flags, so that when your dog first sees the flags, he will be wearing his receiver collar. First, fitting the receiver collar to your pet. Your receiver will arrive with the short probes in place. However, if your dog is medium to long-haired, you should change to the included longer probes. Fit the collar to a comfortable tightness around your dog's neck. You should be able to fit the top of your finger between the top of the probe and your dog's skin with a little difficulty. If it passes between the top of the probe easily, tighten the collar, and if it is too difficult, loosen it. You are now ready to train and introduce your pet to the Stayfence containment system. While wearing a second collar and leash, slowly walk your pet towards the boundary flag. This is the first time your dog has seen them, and he will be interested to see and smell them. Allow him to get close, but be ready for him to be startled. When this happens, walk him away from the flags. Pet him and reassure him he is okay. You want to reinforce that moving back from the flags is a good idea. After a few minutes, slowly head to a different area with more flags. If your dog does not want to go near them, he most likely has received the only correction he will need and is a very clever dog. Some dogs may take a few more attempts. Repeat this process for a couple of days, and when you feel your dog is ready, let them off the leash. Do not cross the boundary yourself until the first 10 days have passed, and don't ever encourage your dog to cross the boundary. It is recommended that if you want to take your dog outside of the area within the first 10 days, use a car and remove the collar, leaving it at home. Once your dog is completely trained, you can then teach him to leave the area on a leash at a specific point, without his receiver, of course. Try and leave this step for as long as possible. Congratulations, you have now installed your Stayfence containment system.